The NYPD removed more than 6,000 illegal guns off the streets of New York in 2023. Of those, about 400 were ghost guns.
All right, in this special report, Fox 5's Michelle Ross gets a first-hand look at how those deadly weapons, how they can be so deadly when found in the wrong hands.
These are members of the NYPD's Firearms and Tactics section. This is the police department's outdoor shooting range at Rodman's Neck in the Bronx. In this collection are different pistols, revolvers, and rifles.
We have quite a number of guns here on the table. What are we looking at?
So this is a sampling of firearms from our inventory that represent firearms that would have been taken off the street.
When in their possession, these deadly weapons are handled by trained and highly skilled professionals. But when in the hands of violent criminals, danger is imminent. The NYPD seized 6,429 guns off the streets of New York City in 2023. That's nearly 18 guns per day.
When you hear that number, what comes to mind?
I think that's 6,000 less opportunities for other crimes to happen.
Handguns are the most frequent firearm they seize. Most of these here are 9mm pistols, very common for police use, and also very commonly used by criminals.
But it's definitely not unheard of to see some of the more powerful shotguns and rifles come in off the street.
Just last week, the NYPD removed illegal rifles and 600 rounds of ammunition from an Astoria, Queens home. Here's the NYPD's Chief of Patrol, John Chell.
Not only can they kill you, some of those rifles can penetrate our cops' vests. So extremely dangerous.
Rifles have a very high velocity round. There's a lot of energy in a shotgun cartridge.
Just how much energy?
This is a Mossberg Model 590.
Officer Daniel Wang demonstrates by shooting right next to this target to showcase the intense pressure wave that comes out of the front of the muzzle. Let's play that in slow motion. Again, he does not actually shoot the target. He shoots parallel to it without touching it, and shredded paper is left behind. Now imagine what the 1-ounce lead projectile released from the firearm is capable of.
Something that we definitely don't want to see in the hands of criminals.
What they also don't want to see criminals in possession of, America's most popular rifle, the AR-15.
There's a lot of them out there.
When fired by officers, they're calm, cool, collected, and in control. Same may go for a gun hobbyist or enthusiast. But for a civilian like myself, the adrenaline is high. Officer Wang's hand goes up to help me with the recoil.
This is a powerful weapon. That goes without being said.
And it's easy to pull the trigger.
This should not be in the hands of a criminal.
Here, we're in a safe and controlled environment, but an illegally owned gun held by a person with cold-blooded intentions in a different setting means deadly consequences. Officer John Ellick demonstrates with another popular firearm, an AK-47, and aims at the driver's side of this car.
And the intended target isn't the only one who's always hit. Those bullets went through that side of the car door, zipped through to the passenger side, exited from this side of the car, and hit this target, which could be anyone standing outside.
When we're talking about a city of millions of people, there's going to be people on that street, and there's definitely a risk for innocent bystanders being struck by that gunfire.
2 years ago, an 11-month-old baby was shot in the face while in a parked car in the Bronx. At the range, the handle of our GoPro was struck. Smaller guns like this pocket pistol pose a serious threat to the public, too.
Obviously, the concern here is that can be very easily concealed in a pocket or pretty much anywhere. Even just to hold it in the hand, you can see it can be pretty, it's smaller than my hand.
It shoots a little .25 caliber cartridge.
And despite its smaller size, it still can do very serious damage.
Certainly, yeah.
And ghost guns are a newer problem for the NYPD, which can be mailed in parts and assembled at home, all made from a 3D printer. With no serial number, they're untraceable. So far this year, 572 illegal guns have been removed off the streets. Chief Chell says we're still the safest big city in the country.
Why is that? Because we take the most guns off the street and we will not stop.
And while the NYPD recognizes it may be unrealistic to get to zero anytime soon, they'll still strive every day. Reporting at Rodman's Neck in the Bronx, Michelle Ross, Fox 5 News.